welcome this week to the Michelle Valentine Show. I'm Michelle Valentine.
And I'm Joseph Izquierdo.
You're kind of normal today.
Yes, I am normal today. I'm laid back. I'm relaxed. I'm ready for the topic of the show today. It's very interesting stuff. So
it is very interesting stuff.
Yeah.
This show is about sex.
Can we say that word?
S-E-X.
I think we got into that conversation.
Yes, we can say it because,
sure we can.
Because it has to do with sex as a medical benefit.
And I'm all for that kind of medicine. You know what I'm saying? Alrighty then. So
we all like that kind of medicine.
That's right.
And there's a program out called Love and Life, a healthy approach to sex for all older adults, and it's also sponsored partly by Viagra.
Correct.
And
so you know it's got to be good.
How would you know?
I don't know.
You don't need Viagra.
I'm just talking from like hearsay.
Uh-huh. Well, we're going to be talking about sex today for older adults. And we have Paulette Geller. She's the executive director of the Miller Center for Older Adult Services. And she's an expert at this. And she's the one who's going to be speaking a seminar on this. So all of the older adults out there that are interested in enriching your sex life.
What a nice way to put it. I swear to God. You have a way with words.
Enrich your sex life.
Enriching. Okay.
I am all for things that enrich your sex life. Because
Amen.
sex keeps you young, keeps you healthy, it keeps the mind stimulated.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it feels good.
And it feels good. Correct. Now, I have a question for you. I see that you have a magazine there with a bunch of highlighted stuff.
Yes, I have a magazine that's highlighted with a lot of stuff. And this actually is called a magazine called Successful Slimming. And my mom sent me this magazine, and I'm always on these crazy diets and so forth. So,
okay.
But anyways, I have to read this because this is great information for this show. Here is an article written by Zone Diet guru, Dr. Barry Sears, and it says, foods can whet your appetite for sex.
Hello. Hello. And you see, it's got the big S-E-X word in it. So I guess, folks, that there's something to do. This show has definitely a theme going, which is what we talked about at the beginning.
We have a theme going on. Okay, so this is what he says.
Hold on, I'm drooling. Okay, go ahead.
You're going to drool. He's talking about foods.
Okay.
And it says, here's the good news. A juicy steak and strawberry mousse can help you recapture the joy of sex.
Well, wait a second. You're not putting the mousse on the steak, are you?
You're putting the mousse on the person.
All righty then. Cool.
No, that's not what he's saying.
Okay, no.
Okay, and the famous fitness expert says the daily fix of delicious food has aided celebrities such as Madonna and Howard Stern that improves their love lives.
You're talking about Madonna and Howard Stern. Do you think they need any help? I mean, well, I imagine that the food does something, but I mean,
think everybody needs help anyways.
Okay, all right.
Everybody needs help regardless.
Let's take his word for it.
So he says the key, according to Dr. Sears, is to reduce the level of insulin being produced by the body. He explains that too many carbohydrates are to blame for forcing up insulin levels.
Okay.
And to get slimmer and sexier, you need to cut down the carbs.
So in other words, if you have too much sugar, right?
Too much carbohydrates,
or carbohydrates that create insulin, then you're lazy. You become lazy and you don't perform as well.
I mean, I think that if you keep eating bags of potato chips and lots of candy bars
and in front of the TV
and hamburgers from McDonald's, I think that it will start to slack off on your sex life.
Oh my God, I'm sure the burger places are really happy about what you just said.
Sorry, McDonald's.
What are we gonna do? You know, you have to follow this diet.
Okay, so here's some more info that he writes. Okay, and this relates to our show today with older adults. So it says, male sexual concerns center around impotence.
Okay.
And as men get older, they begin to worry about prostate cancer and heart attacks.
Okay.
So as with women, these concerns can be traced to insulin, to increased insulin levels, and the effect that insulin has on their hormones. So everyone's starting to slack off as life goes on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It could be because you're with your partner for like so many years now.
That's true. That's true.
No.
That's
okay.
true.
So, and his recipe for good sex includes a juicy steak, tasty seafood, and perhaps strawberry mousse, while cutting back on pasta, bread, and rice. Well.
Is it strawberry because, like the fruit or something has a...
Well, I mean, strawberries, you think, are kind of a sexual food.
It is.
You have the strawberries, you're supposed to feed
Have you ever
them.
had strawberries and champagne?
Yes.
Oh, my God. Talk about... Well, let's just get back to
All right.
All right.
Okay. Now, there's a woman also, she's a fitness expert, and this woman, Doreen Viru, author of the Yo-Yo Diet Syndrome, also believes that a change in diet can save your sex life. She says that lovemaking can be ruined when the chemicals in your body are out of sync with your partner's.
Okay.
So maybe if you're all like full of energy and he's like, you know, not tonight, honey, I'm a little tired.
Okay.
Then you should maybe not have fed him that huge dinner of, you know, pot roast potatoes. And so he's just tired.
I
so
agree.
just feed your man strawberries for dinner and you'll be all right.
This girl and the strawberry. I swear to God, I'm buying a bag. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so here it says working women live on upper foods such as candy bars,
True.
diet sodas, that's what I'm drinking, and chocolate,
Okay.
which these foods make them edgy, okay? So then men, on the other hand, usually eat downer foods such as red meat and bread, which tend to slow them down. So at night you have a man who wants to love his mate and a woman who's ready to scream. So, but this is the great news of the whole thing. It says, but a balanced diet can get you both on track in just 1 week.
All right. So this is a 1 week program.
So in 1 week, only eat juicy steaks, tasty seafood, and strawberry mousse.
And you'll be
you'll
Superman.
both be
The super couple.
your super
Yes.
couple.
Now, I have a question for you. They
Yes.
say that chocolate is very, you know,
Aphrodisiac.
Exactly. So why? I mean, if why does it make you edgy then? I have a question.
Because it just stimulates you too much.
And
you
it's
know,
just
you're
you're climbing the walls,
going.
climbing the walls.
Sure, kind of like a caffeine stimulant.
You know, they don't mention caffeine in there. I wonder if caffeine is good or bad because caffeine.
Well, caffeine is good for a short-term basis. It's good to burst you up quickly, but then there's a really high downfall.
And then a
just
downer.
like sugar. When you give kids sugar, you know, kids are, but then they're ready for they get cranky and they want their nap. You know,
That's
just like
true.
men, when they have too much of that, they get cranky, then they want their nap.
See,
and,
children then men, children then men.
There's a
you know, I'm not
correlation.
even going to go there, folks. But those of you who are watching, you know, listen to this.
All right. Well, where we're going to go next when we come back from this is Love and Life, a healthy approach to sex for older adults. Okay, so why don't you stay tuned and we'll be right back with more sex on the Michelle Valentine Show.
Oh my God. I'm ready. I'm ready.
If you're enjoying the Michelle Valentine Show, you will love her new travel TV show, Love, Eat, Travel. Follow Michelle Valentine as she travels the world, showcasing the most beautiful destinations, unique adventures, romantic things to do, delicious foods, and more. Visit www.loveeattravel.tv for more information about an upcoming TV show.
Hi, this is Michelle Valentine, and I would love if you followed me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Be sure to visit my website, michellevalentine.tv, for more information, read thousands of interesting blog posts, watch videos, enter sweepstakes, and more. Also, be sure to join my email list to receive my free weekly e-newsletter.
Are you wondering where all the quality singles are? Singles that are attractive, educated, and financially secure? Hello, I'm Michelle Valentine, and I've helped thousands of singles live a happier life, and I can help you too. Clients and members include millionaires, models, doctors, lawyers, and teachers. So call us for your complimentary consultation.
Hi, welcome back to the Michelle Valentine Show, and this is the Sex Show. You know, we're on our 30th show right now this week. 30th
I
show.
feel old.
And you know, we did a show well back at the beginning of the whole Michelle Valentine Show thing, and we did a show on enhancing your sex life with various
Bag of toys. That's right.
Yes.
I remember that.
And do you realize that that is one of the most popular shows
Yes.
that everyone still talks about till this day?
Actually, I think I still have the brush that I got that time around. But no, that was fun. That was fun. And
That
I
was a
think
fun
this is
show.
going right on those lines as well.
Absolutely. And you know, the show, Michelle Valentine Show, is about everything to do with love and relationships,
And romance.
and you need to be healthy.
Correct.
And
a good sex life.
plays a great role in that.
Of course.
So absolutely. So we have Paulette Geller. Hello, Paulette. How
Hello.
are you? I'm excited to have
Welcome.
you on the show.
Glad to be here.
So why don't you tell everyone what you're about and what makes you a sex expert?
Oh, I did want to comment on that sex expert.
I know you do.
Do you know, I have to tell you what my husband would say. My husband would say what Dr. Ruth's husband said a few years ago.
What was that?
And what Dr. Ruth's husband said was, she's all talk. She is all talk. And, but that's not exactly true. Actually, I've had to rehearse a little bit for,
I'm sure.
for this segment so that I,
Oh, you did?
I could
And-
speak from experience.
And
Okay.
research is
Absolutely.
important.
Personal
Okay.
research is very, very important.
Well, we have your husband on the line right now, and
He will tell all.
we're
We
kidding.
have to be careful. Well, I'm executive director for the Winter Park Health Foundation, executive director of Older Adult Services for the Winter Park Health Foundation, and we provide a variety of services for older adults, and we have a very large component of community education, and this is one part of it. Sex is a very important issue for older adults, and it's something that traditionally we haven't talked about very much.
That is true.
Until Dr. Ruth came along and made it kind of okay to talk about sex in public,
She
not just
basically opened the
private.
doors for
She
it.
really did. She truly did. The program that we're going to be presenting on Saturday, October 16th at 2 o'clock at the Miller Center for Older Adults is Love and Life, a healthy approach to sex for older adults. It was put together by the Pfizer company. Pfizer is the company that developed Viagra, but this is not a cell
Okay.
for Viagra
Of
or
course.
any other drug.
Okay.
It is a very well-rounded program that talks about men and women and aging and sex and the importance of sexuality to us both from a physical perspective and from an emotional mental health perspective.
I see.
So when you say older adults, about what ages are you really talking about?
Well, the research that went into the development of this program was people over 60. But truly, you know, as I was doing my research, getting ready for this program, I thought about a few things. I thought about, first of all, back to Dr. Robert Butler and Myrna Lewis, who wrote a wonderful book called Love and Sex Over 60. They talked about two languages of sex and sexuality. There's a language of sex and sexuality that younger people have. That's the boom, boom, let's go, you know, and it's full of explosives and, you know, and can I
going
say
to different
the O
rooms and-
word here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Can I say the O? Probably can't, but multiple of those things
Of course,
that you
of
probably
course.
can't
Those things
say
that
on
make you
this.
go, "Oh."
That's right.
Okay.
And
Say that on this
you can
show.
say
Sure,
orgasm.
Of
Okay.
course.
So that's what younger people really have. That it's like this great big, it's procreation, you know, and it's lots of intense sex. As you get older, there's a second language of sex that comes with time,
Which is?
and it's a language that has intimacy as equally as important as the orgasmic experience itself.
Okay.
And then there's physical changes that may come with aging that don't necessarily come with aging, that might have to do with medications that people take, with menopause for women, for men, of course, erectile dysfunction that Mr. Dole made ED, made very famous, you know, ED, otherwise known as erectile dysfunction, that can come with probably prostate, issues of prostate, or medications, high blood pressure medications can affect a man's ability to have an erection, have and sustain an erection. And women with menopause have a thinning of the vaginal walls and a decrease in lubricant secretions so that
They don't
intercourse,
enjoy sex, yeah.
well, it may be painful. And you know, there's an interesting thing happened when Viagra came out, was here are these men, okay,
Right.
we found a
We
way.
are ready for battle.
Well, we found a way to kind of overcome the physical parts that came with changes of health, that might come with changes of health. What happened to the women now?
They were left behind.
What happened to the women who still have thinning of the vaginal walls and decrease in secretions, lubricant secretions as a result of menopause? So we had a little conflict here of the health community, the medical community maybe not keeping up with what women needed to keep up with the men.
Women, yeah.
So that's all part of physical sex. That part of that language is physical sex, but then there's the intimacy piece. And the intimacy piece has to do with cuddling and touching and just a need to be touched that may not even include intercourse. And that's another part of sexuality that comes into that second language of sex that we have as we get older.
But you know what? I've always put that part that you're talking about now in a very high place. To me, that's as enjoyable as the act itself. To cuddle, you know, and to be close with each other. I think that's very important to have that even in a young relationship, don't you think?
Sure, I think as you get older, you start looking for more of a long-term partner as opposed to when people are younger. It's just
Correct.
fun, 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 and then.
But the other thing young people have is, see, what you all have to do that we older people don't have to do, you've got to turn off the beeper
It's true.
and the cell phone.
It's true.
And get out of that mode of being always connected and always communicating with something that we don't have. We don't have that.
That is
We have
true.
time.
So do you always turn off your pager and your cell phone?
You know what? I actually put them under the pillow, but I put them on vibrator. So we have an extra
Stop
thing
it.
happening.
Stop
there. I'm
right
sorry.
there.
Sorry. I do turn them off just in case, for the record. I turn off the beepers. Thank you. All right.
Okay, so when people are going to sign up for this course, give them a phone number again.
The phone number is 629-5771.
Okay.
There
and
we
that's
go.
the Miller Center for Older Adults. The program is free.
Okay.
There's no charge
What's
for
the
it.
phone number again?
629-5771.
Okay, so
Okay.
they can call that, and they will get they'll get 3 books from Love and Life: A Healthy Approach to Sex for Older Adults, and let's see, one is called Talking to Your Doctor About Sex.
Okay.
They'll get this nifty little book. They'll get the other book called Sex: A Natural Part of Your Life.
Very nice.
And they'll also get another booklet called Sexual Challenges and Solutions. And these are great little books. For instance, they have great senior's perspective quotes. Here's a senior's perspective. Here's a quote. Sex is very important. It is the same at every age. It elevates your mind, body, and soul. And these are really nice. Here, Sex After 60, what does it make you think about? Vital information. These are great books.
And this one, Talking to Your Doctor About Sex, is particularly important because it has in it some work that you can do to fill some
Ooh,
questions.
workbook.
Questions. I have to tell you what my Rotary asked about homework.
Fill in the
with it.
blanks, if you know what I mean.
There are fill in the blanks so that you are prepared when you go to your physician to talk to him about the medications you're taking, any over-the-counter remedies you are taking that might also affect
blood
your
pressure.
sexuality,
Medications, right.
surgical procedures you may have had, medical conditions you may have had, so that these are all listed
Already
and you're
asked.
all ready.
Yeah.
Well, you're ready to go. And it also makes you feel more comfortable. If you've thought about it, it's kind of less embarrassing. You know,
Yeah.
My Rotary group asked if there was going to be homework for this workshop.
And is there?
And
You gave him one
I'll
of these?
tell you what my response was.
Okay,
That
let's get your response after the break.
Oh, we're cutting up. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
I want to
this
hear it. Yeah.
If you're enjoying the Michelle Valentine show, you will love her new travel TV show, Love, Eat, Travel. Follow Michelle Valentine as she travels the world, showcasing the most beautiful destinations, unique adventures, romantic things to do, delicious foods, and more. Visit www.loveeattravel.tv for more information about an upcoming TV show.
Hi, this is Michelle Valentine, and I would love if you followed me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Be sure to visit my website, michellevalentine.tv, for more information, read thousands of interesting blog posts, watch videos, enter sweepstakes, and more. Also, be sure to join my email list to receive my free weekly e-newsletter.
Are you wondering where all the quality singles are? Singles that are attractive, educated, and financially secure? Hello, I'm Michelle Valentine, and I've helped thousands of singles live a happier life, and I can help you too. Clients and members include millionaires, models, doctors, lawyers, and teachers. So call us for your complimentary consultation.
I love these books.
I think I'm going to keep this one right here.
So Paulette, what
Yes.
was your answer to the homework that you were to give the Rotaries?
Well, my Rotary group, which is made up primarily of men and primarily of older men, wanted to know if there was going to be homework for this workshop. And I knew I had to come up with a response, so knowing them, I had to come up with a response. So what I said was, yes, there's homework. You can either do it as a group study,
Hello.
you can do it with a study partner, or worst comes to worst, there's independent study. So
Which one did they pick? Definitely
they
not the
did
group.
not, but they won't ask me those questions anymore.
Oh gosh, that's the Rotary guys for you. So when someone goes to this event on October 16th, that's what day is that?
It's a Saturday.
Saturday.
Be a Saturday
at
afternoon,
what time?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. What's the number they can call if they want to go to this?
629-5771.
And we forgot to tell people that this is free. And you do not have to be a resident of Winter Park to go to this.
Right.
Correct.
Right.
You cannot be the seminar. And what can people expect to get out of this when they go?
I think answers. For some people who may think that sex is over for them and that sexuality is over for them because they're no longer of a procreating age, they will learn something different. Hopefully couples will come, and couples who may be experiencing some sexual dysfunction and will realize that there's a lot more to sexuality than intercourse, that you can have an incredibly satisfying sex life without having intercourse.
Well, you know, you said that
Which is-
before. What? Can you expand on that a little?
Well, you know, let's use, and I'm not a sex therapist, so I don't want anybody to get the idea that I'm a sex therapist. I'm not. I've worked with older adults for 27 years, and this has always been an issue with older adults that I've worked with, so I've learned a lot. If a man can't have an erection, you think, well, that's it, game over. But there are other ways to satisfy each other.
Of course.
And also, there are men who cannot have an erection who still have an orgasm.
Oh, I see.
So and you'd think, well, how can that happen? It does.
I see.
It does. And I think for people to learn that and to hear that and to say, well, maybe that part of my life's not over. You know, because what happens if people don't have intercourse anymore, the intimacy stops, and maybe the cuddling stops, and maybe that kind of affection stops, and that's a really rich part of a relationship and an important part of a relationship. And we're hoping that people will come away with that. And also learning some of the medical technology that's out there now is absolutely phenomenal. Besides medications, there's all kinds of things that
that weren't available 10 years ago, 5 years ago.
absolutely, absolutely.
I think it's a healthy approach to life and feeling much better and just enriching your life, and this is very important.
Well, and people are living so much longer and healthier.
Right, right.
They're living longer and they're healthier, so why shouldn't sexuality stay an important part of their lives?
Absolutely. So this has been great, and so they can go as a couple, they can go by themselves if they want to, and that's about it. So everyone, make sure that you attend Paulette Geller's seminar, Love and Life, A Healthy Approach to Sex for Older Adults, and happening, if you need more information, call the Winter Park Health Foundation. It is free, and stay tuned. We'll be back.
It's being co-led by Dr. Richard.
If you're enjoying the Michelle Valentine Show, you will love her new travel TV show, Love, Eat, Travel. Follow Michelle Valentine as she travels the world, showcasing the most beautiful destinations, unique adventures, romantic things to do, delicious foods, and more. Visit www.loveeattravel.tv for more information about an upcoming TV show.
Hi, this is Michelle Valentine, and I would love if you followed me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Be sure to visit my website, michellevalentine.tv, for more information, read thousands of interesting blog posts, watch videos, enter sweepstakes, and more. Also, be sure to join my email list to receive my free weekly e-newsletter.
Are you wondering where all the quality singles are? Singles that are attractive, educated, and financially secure? Hello, I'm Michelle Valentine, and I've helped thousands of singles live a happier life, and I can help you too. Clients and members include millionaires, models, doctors, lawyers, and teachers. So call us for your complimentary consultation.
Well, that's it for today's show on sex for older adults, a healthy approach, a medical approach,
That's right.
spiritual approach, and all that good stuff. All that good stuff
Yes,
that
yes.
makes life much more enriching for your love life, for your relationship life, and to live longer, healthier, and happier.
So there's not only a spiritual side to life, there's a sexual side to life.
Yes.
Gosh darn it.
Yes, absolutely.
So-
well, that's it for this week's show. Thanks for tuning into the Michelle Valentine Show. I'm Michelle Valentine. This is Joseph Izquierdo.
Yeah, she got it right.
And we'll see you again next week. Thanks for tuning in.
If you're enjoying the Michelle Valentine Show, you will love her new travel TV show, Love, Eat, Travel. Follow Michelle Valentine as she travels the world, showcasing the most beautiful destinations, unique adventures, romantic things to do, delicious foods, and more. Visit www.loveeattravel.tv for more information about an upcoming TV show.
Hi, this is Michelle Valentine, and I would love if you followed me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Be sure to visit my website, michellevalentine.tv, for more information, read thousands of interesting blog posts, watch videos, enter sweepstakes, and more. Also, be sure to join my email list to receive my free weekly e-newsletter.